The New York Mets and Boston Red Sox played the second game of their four-game home-and-home series at Fenway Park. The Mets won the first game yesterday by a score of 7-4. David Patterson got the ball for the Mets in his Major League debut. There's the Mets lineup that he hopes will give him some run support. They'll be going up against Matt Hall, a lefty starter for the Red Sox. There's the Red Sox lineup. All right, let's get into the action. Amed Rosario led off the game for the Mets, and he lifted one down the right field line. Kevin Pillar was able to run it down by the pesky pole for the first out. Pete Alonso struck out swinging on 3 pitches for the second out of the inning. Jeff McNeil swung at the first pitch and lined it on one hop to Bogaerts up the middle, and he made a nice play to get McNeil and end the inning. The second pitch from Peterson was drilled into deep left field. Davis had to field it off the top of the monster. He fired a strike to second to get Peraza for the first out of the inning. JD Martinez, who's on my fantasy team, struck out swinging for the second out. Devers chopped one on a hop to Cano to end a scoreless inning for Peterson. J.D. Davis went with a 1-1 pitch and rolled it to the vacated hole on the right side for a leadoff single. Conforto, who homered last night, struck out looking on a pitch right down the middle for the first out. The first pitch to Cespedes clipped him on the elbow guard to put 2 on with 1 away for the Mets. Robinson Cano lined an outside fastball down the left field line for a base hit. Davis came in to score on an RBI double by Cano to give the Mets an early 1-0 lead. With runners on second and third and 1 out, Ramos grounded one slowly to third, and Devers was able to hold the runners and make the play at first. Nimmo walked in a full count and sprinted to first to load the bases with 2 away. Rosario blooped one into shallow right field, and it dropped in for a base hit. Cespedes and Cano came in to score on a 2-run single by Rosario to give the Mets a 3-0 lead. Alonso drilled a curveball in right center field, but Bradley ran it down to end the inning. 3-0 Mets going to the bottom of the second. Bogaerts lifted a 1-2 pitch down the right field line. Conforto awkwardly made the play for the first out of the inning. Pillar chopped one into the shortstop hole. Rosario made a nice attempt, but Pillar beat it out for an infield single. Chavis lifted one into foul territory on the right side. Conforto came over towards the sidewall, and he reached into the seats to make a great catch for the second out. Bradley swung at the first pitch and popped it into left. Davis drifted to his right to make the play and end another scoreless inning for Peterson. McNeil lifted the first pitch of the third into deep left field. Benintendi drifted back towards the monster, and he made the play for the first out. Davis chased a 1-2 changeup for the second out of the inning. Conforto walked on 4 pitches to extend the inning, but end the day for Hall. Conforto showed off his wheels and stole second on an 0-2 pitch from Austin Bryce. Cespedes struck out on the next pitch to end the inning and stranded Conforto on second. Former Met Kevin Plawecki drilled a 3-1 pitch in a deep left field, and it landed past Davis and off the monster for a leadoff double to begin the third. Benintendi walked on 5 pitches to put 2 on with nobody out for the top of the lineup. Peraza drilled one into deep right center field. The runners held back to tag up, but Nimmo couldn't catch it. The runners only moved station to station to load the bags with nobody out. JD Martinez struck out swinging to waste a scoring opportunity for the Sox, but more importantly waste an opportunity for fantasy points for my team. Devers hit one towards Cano. He caught it, but the umpire said he short-hopped it. The Mets ended up turning 2 on the play, but the run came in to score. Cano walked on 5 pitches to begin the top of the fourth. Ramos struck out swinging for the first out of the inning. Nimmo chopped one slowly towards Bogaerts for the second out as Cano advanced to second. Rosario tapped one back towards Bryce. He bobbled the ball, but still got Rosario at first to end the inning. Bogaerts lined one hard into right, but Conforto was able to drift back and make a nice play for the first out. Pillar lined a 3-2 pitch right at Nimmo in center for the second out of the inning. Chavis popped the first pitch into center to end a 1-2-3 bottom of the fourth for Peterson. Alonso hit one on the ground into the shift, and Peraza threw him out for the first out of the top of the fifth. McNeil fisted a 1-1 pitch against the shift and into left center field for a base hit with 1 away. Davis drilled one deep towards the pesky pole and right. Pillar looked up, and it clanged off the pesky pole for a 2-run home run to give the Mets a 5-1 lead. Conforto struck out swinging on a 3-2 pitch for the first out against Brewer and the second out of the inning. Cespedes grounded the first pitch right at Devers to end the top of the 5th inning. Bradley struck out swinging for the first out of the bottom of the 5th. Plawecki lined one hard to McNeil. He made a great pick at third, but threw it past Alonso, and it went into the seats to give the Red Sox a runner in scoring position with one away. Benintendi walked on a 3-2 pitch to put 2 runners on with 1 out for the Sox. Peraza hit a double play ball to Cano. He flipped to Rosario for 1, and Rosario fired back to first to finish off a 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. Cano tapped one in front of the plate. Plawecki bobbled it and threw it away as Cano beat it out to begin the 6th. Ramos lined a 2-2 pitch into center field for a base hit. Cano went to third on a single by Ramos to put runners on the corners with nobody out. Nimmo grounded one on the ground to first. Chavis made a nice play and got the out at first as Cano held up at third on the play. Rosario chased an 0-2 pitch in the other batter's box for the second out of the inning. Alonso drilled one into left, but right at Benintendi to end the inning as the Mets wasted a golden opportunity to build on their lead. J.D. Martinez rolled the first pitch on the ground to third as he still had negative fantasy points for me tonight. Devers drilled one deep the other way towards the monster in left. It stayed in the park, but Devers had a double with 1 out in the 6th. Bogarts hit one hard into left, but right at Davis for the second out of the inning. Pilar lined one into right for a base hit. Devers came in to score on an RBI single by Pilar to make it 5-2 Mets and end the day for Peterson. Drew Smith got pinch hitter Mitch Moreland to strike out swinging to end the inning and strand a runner. McNeil began the 7th with the ground out to Peraza at second. Davis got hit by an 0-2 pitch in the at-bat following his 2-run home run. Conforto struck out swinging on a hanging curveball for the second out of the inning. Cespedes struck out swinging on a high fastball to end the inning and strand a runner on base. Jackie Bradley Jr. popped up the 1-2 pitch from Justin Wilson for the first out of the bottom of the 7th. Plawecki grounded one to McNeil for the second out as he was retired for the first time tonight. Benintendi struck out swinging to end a 12-pitch 1-2-3 bottom of the 7th for Wilson. Cano lined the third pitch from Ryan Brazier into deep left field. Benintendi had to play it off the monster as Cano had a leadoff single to begin the 8th. Pinch runner Andres Gimenez was running on the pitch and it kept the Mets out of a double play as Ramos grounded out to the left side. Nimmo swung at the first pitch and drilled it to deep right. It landed past Pilar and one hop off the wall. Gimenez scored on a double by Nimmo to make it 6-2 Mets. Rosario grounded out to short for the second out of the inning. Alonso worked the count full and walked to put 2 on with 2 away. McNeil swung at the first pitch and drilled it into deep left center. It bounced high off the monster and 2 runs came in to score on a double by McNeil to make it 8-2 Mets. Marisnik lined the first pitch right at Bradley to end the inning, but the Mets scored 3 to break this one open. Peraza grounded out to third for the first out of the 8th against new pitcher Dellin Betances. Martinez rolled one up the middle. Rosario made a great sliding play to rob Martinez of a base hit. Devers dropped a 3-2 pitch in front of Nimmo in left for a 2-out single. Bogarts lined one into deep right field, but Conforto ran it down to end the inning. Brandon Workman came in for the 9th, and Conforto rolled his 2-1 pitch into right for a leadoff single. Cespedes swung at the first pitch and rolled a double play ball on the ground to third. Devers started a 5-4-3 double play to retire Conforto and Cespedes for the first 2 outs of the 9th. Jimenez, who was still looking for his first MLB hit, also swung at the first pitch and hit it right at Devers to end the inning. Kevin Pillar lined a 3-2 pitch from new pitcher Hunter Strickland into deep right center field. He had a double to begin the bottom of the 9th inning. Moreland rolled the first pitch on the ground to second. McNeil got the out at first as Pillar advanced to third on the play. Bradley rolled a 1-1 pitch on the ground to short. Rosario made the play at first as Pillar came in to score on an RBI groundout by Bradley to make it 8-3 Mets. Plawecki hit one hard on the ground to third. McNeil knocked it down, but threw it in the dirt, and Alonso couldn't come up with the scoop. The game continued. Strickland threw a 1-2 breaking ball by Benintendi to end the ball game. The Mets defeated the Red Sox 8-3 to win their second straight over the Sox at Fenway. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you in the next one.